Masculinity so fragile, you gotta scream at me from your car when I'm just trying to take a walk. Masculinity so fragile, I'm sure you have no issues with the size of your dick. Masculinity so fragile, you brag about not having cried in years, boys, see a therapist. Masculinity so fragile that an idea of a woman that doesn't need you is something you'll never understand, unless of course they're lesbians. Then it's cool as long as you can watch. Masculinity so fragile, you'd starve to death before turning on an oven. Masculinity so fragile, you see women as the only thing you're able to prepare for consumption. Masculinity so fragile, all your boys know you're the man, but when did being the man stand in the way and acting like one? Masculinity so fragile, even your mother would be ashamed. Masculinity so fragile, you stand in a burning house because you wouldn't want to ask for help, but fragile masculinity is a burning house. Masculinity so fragile, you only understand unwanted compliments in a gay bar. Masculinity so fragile, my smile is built from shards of it, so every time I'm told to smile, I can show the bones of men who've said it to me before. Masculinity so fragile, this isn't seen as a problem. It's the locker room talk. Boys will be boys. He's only mean because he likes you. Just give him a chance kind of fragility. Lest he take the chance anyway. Lest he spit on names anyway. Lest he break us anyway. Masculinity so fragile, might just stab us anyway. Might shoot us anyway. Might take us anyway. Masculinity so fragile, the word no rocks your world. You do not comprehend the meaning. Like a body count in a video game, you need to raise the numbers so you vote, with or without consent.
That seemed incongruous given the circumstances of his birth. Nkosi was born to a dying mother in a culture that often punishes those with AIDS, but he was a fortunate child as well. This woman, Gail Johnson, adopted him, arranged for medicine, too expensive for most African AIDS patients, provided a family structure, a room of his own, pals, pets, birthday parties.
I feel normal. I don't think about me, myself. I don't think about HIV. I feel like a normal boy.
And he was a normal little boy, until he was denied a place in school because of his AIDS. The public controversy made him and his combative mother public figures. Their eventual victory paved the way for other children like him to be enrolled. In South Africa, his smiling face was instantly famous. Nelson Mandela befriended him, and when Mrs. Johnson opened a shelter for AIDS mothers and their children, in Nkosi's Haven it was called, the house and the boy became symbols of compassion and kindness. Last summer, his appearance at the World AIDS Conference here in South Africa was electrifying. The frail, fragile figure with a soft, tiny voice, castigating the government's indifference, appealing for an end to the stigma of AIDS. once with the actor Robin Williams, but his condition was clearly deteriorating, his little body wasting away.
I actually feel my last chance to live. But actually, no, it's not.
Your last chance?
Yeah, I just said last day. No, last year.
You think so, really?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Does that frighten you?
Yeah, a lot.
Back home for Christmas, his only wish was for a larger Nkosi's haven, big enough for 100 mothers and children.
I'm looking it up. I'm going to really used to be for the others. Now we're going to look up here.
Soon after New Year's, his disease struck hard, and millions in South Africa watched and waited and prayed. We are all the same, he often said. He was wrong. Nkosi is different. An amazing kid. Jim was an ABC News journalist.
That's our report on World News Tonight. I'm Peter Jennings. Good night.
Masculinity is so fragile, releases the crack and act refusal. Women have been taught to apologize for our refusal, told there is safety in being polite. But I have seen too many of my sisters gunned down, taken out, never to return. Names running like roulette. Who of us will make it home safe tonight? Text me when you get home safe tonight. Text me when the doors are locked. Call me if you need someone to know your location. Always make sure someone knows your location. Carry your keys like knives. Pepper spray at the ready and earphones never in. You always have to be alert. You grew up being taught strength. We've been taught safety. Masculinity so fragile. You say you're tired of hearing women's oppression poems. Well, trust me. I'm tired of having to write them.